This is probably a weird setup, but I don't really care. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another iPhone video, which is just me chilling and talking on my iPhone. It's called iPhone Talks, in case you didn't know. There's a whole playlist of them. My channel my channel used to consist of this, but now it doesn't. It's a real channel. I do this and other stuff. These are my favorites because they're chill. I mean, I'm lying down on the couch, so like, they're chill, and I don't edit them, and they're awesome. Today's iPhone talk is gonna be about being a student again, but in a different way. I just wanted to talk about just like being a bad student, you know? Like everybody feels like, where do I start? Being a bad student. I'm a bad student, and I hate that. It's not even like I'm a bad student, like, oh, I'm so bad, like, oh my God. No, it's like different when you're in like university or college or whatever, which a lot of people are asking me the difference between university and college. University is basically like a big institution that's like fucking huge, and the classes are harder, and it costs way more money, and it's like more intense. You get your bachelor's, you get your degrees or whatever. College, okay, so in the States, there's community college and there's college. Over here, college is basically like your community colleges, the smaller ones, condensed classes, cheaper, 2-year programs. University is like the 4-year programs. It costs like 40 grand. It's like super expensive. It's super intense. So I go to university. I already graduated from college. Anyways, university, it's like I'm such a bad student. Like, oh my God, I'm not meant to be a student. I think that's what it is. I like to think that I like school, but I think the only thing that I like about school is the fact that I have somewhere to be every day. It gets me up early, it gives me a routine, and I get to wear cute clothes because I have somewhere to go. When I was on my year off and I was just working, I was basically just like wearing my work uniform for a year. I didn't get a chance to wear anything other than my work uniform for a year. So now that I'm in school, I get to experience, putting outfits together and looking cute like I do today. Hey. By the way, I'm wearing cat earrings. They're so cute. Anyways, so I'm just like a bad student. Like, you'll give me an assignment, I just won't look at it. Like, I'll go to class and I just won't listen. Like, I just won't listen. And it's like, why am I getting out of my bed to sit there and not listen? It's like, it's not even like I'm intentionally doing it. I put my phone down, I get off iMessage on my computer, I don't go online, I just look at the teacher. I can't listen. And I think it's the ADD, to be honest. And like last year I was on medication for it, and like it really fucking helped. Oh my God, it helped so much. But like, sorry, I have hiccups. But like, I didn't like how it made me feel outside of giving me the ability to focus. Like, yeah, I could focus on stuff and it was wonderful, but who it made me outside of just, my attention span, it was weird. I was like very zoned out, not zoned out, the opposite, zoned in. Like I was very in tune with everything. I was very like alert all the time. I acted like I had a venti extra espresso coffee from Starbucks like 3 times a day. Like I acted like that every single day. I was very hyper. I talked fast. I was very alert. I think I said that. It just made me kind of weird. I don't know why I'm talking about this in so much detail. Long story short, I don't want to go back on medication to help my attention span. So I need to figure out how to become a better student. I was in class today, and like, first of all, I didn't understand anything. Like anything. And like, we're in a big lecture hall, and like everybody's like paying attention and shit. And like, they all look like they know what they're doing. And I'm just like, oh my God, I have no idea what we're doing. And like, I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I had no idea. I felt like the man was speaking Mandarin. Like, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, what? And the girl beside me was like answering questions, and I'm just like, how? Where did you get this information, bitch? Like, what? And like, not only that, but there was an assignment that everybody was putting down. And I was like, what assignment? Huh? So I'm gonna finish that tonight and submit it, and I'll probably get 3% off. But like, usually I'm on top of things. That's why I'm very disappointed in myself. It's not that I'm on top of things and I'm like an amazing student, but usually I keep up, I do my work, and I get decent grades. I get, good grades. But like this time around, I'm just like really out of it. It's hard for me to focus and take school seriously, and I need to fix that. I really don't like that. Yeah, man, I don't know. it's kind of scaring me because it's like, why does everybody else know what they're doing? Like, how come when the prof, I always say teacher, it's like I'm grown now, it's prof. How come when the prof asks a question about atmospheric pollution, like everybody's like, oh, this and that, oh, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? So I sit there and I sit there and I sit there and it goes in one ear and out the other. And I'm just like, oh my God, get me home. And I don't know what to do. I'm a terrible student. I wish I was one of those people that like knew and like asked questions because I have an opinion on it. I don't have opinions on things because I don't know what he's talking about. So like when he says like, what are your thoughts on this? I'm like, I don't have any thoughts. I don't know how to think about this. And it just makes me feel very stupid. School makes me feel stupid. Yeah, I said it. It makes me feel stupid. I'm bored. I'm at the studio because I didn't feel like waiting in traffic. So it's right by my school. Thank God. So I'm here basically just chilling until traffic lets up. And then once traffic lets up, I'm gonna head home because this area has such bad traffic. Oh my God. It's terrible. Like, you can't leave after 2:45 and before 6:30. You just can't leave because it will take you 2 hours to get home if you live where I live. So I'm here alone, just chilling, talking to my phone because that's what people do when they're trying to beat traffic. Oh my God. I'm gonna get makeup on my shirt. Luckily I don't have foundation on. I just have like blush and stuff. So this is another iPhone video. Yeah. What else should I talk about? Should I talk about something else? I'm here anyways, may as well. Ooh, let's talk about what happened in my class yesterday. Oh my God, it was so weird. So, okay, so where do I start? I told the story yesterday. I walked into class late, and this is a business class, and the prof doesn't like people coming in late. I'm out of the loop, as I am in every class, so I didn't know that he sent out an email saying like, hey guys, like if you're late by more than 5 minutes, I will be locking the doors as of next week, and you can't come in. So please do not show up more than 5 minutes late, because if you do, you won't be able to come in to the class until break. So then you can come back in at 1:30. So I was like, what the fuck, right? I didn't know this, but when I found out, I was like, what the fuck? Wow, this position makes me look like I have a tummy. I don't though. I mean, sometimes I do when I eat a lot. Why am I telling you this? Anyways, so this is not going to be edited, so I have to like really like be mindful of what I say in all these videos because I don't edit them. I like that though. I like, it's like beautiful. Like it's like, you know, not beautiful. I feel like that's the beauty of it, not editing. Not it's beautiful. Anyways, so yeah, so I was unaware of this fact that like, you know, he sent that email out saying, oh guys, you know, don't come to class more than 5 minutes late. So I'm 15 minutes late, right? Right, because there's like lots of traffic. As I said, traffic is bad in this area. So I left an 8:30 class, so that means that like traffic is bad. So I walk into the class and the room is dead silent. Like you could hear a pin drop in that bitch. So I sit down, and the entire time I'm sitting down, the teacher's like watching me sit down, and he's like waiting for me to like put my stuff down, and everything's quiet, and there's like 400 people because it's a lecture hall, and it's so awkward. So I put my stuff down, this chairs make so much noise. I was like, yeah, like it's screeching and shit. So I sit down, and like everyone's staring at me, it's like dead quiet, and then the teacher walks out of the classroom. So I'm like, oh my God, fuck, what did I do? So I'm just sitting there, and then there's a guy in like the back row, and then there's a girl in like the third row, right? So imagine like a lecture hall that's like a movie theater, and this guy's up here and this girl's down here. I'm behind the girl. I'm in between them because I'm in like the 7th row or some shit. I like to sit close to the front. So this girl turns around. She's like, now look at what you did. If you had just left when he told you to if you had just left when he told you to leave, we wouldn't have this problem. Now all of us that are paying for this class right now have to sit here and wonder whether or not our prof is coming back. Thanks. So I'm like, uh-huh. She's looking behind me. She's talking to this black guy. And she's like Arabic or something, right? So he's like, yo, why the fuck are you talking? And she's just like, what do you mean, why am I talking? If you didn't go back and forth with the prof and blah, 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 and cause problems, we wouldn't have this issue right now. Now we are missing out on the lesson for today because you wanted to blah, 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 blah. And then he's just like, yo, why the fuck you talking, bro? Blah, blah, blah. Yo, what are you talking about, bro? He's talking like a Toronto accent, right? And then they're going back and forth, and he's just like, yo, shut the fuck up. Yo, shut the fuck up. That's how Toronto man's talking. It's like whack. And then he's just like, yo, I don't know why you're still talking. I don't know why you're still talking, G. And then they're going back and forth. They're going back and forth and yelling at each other. I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I just walked into my classroom, and this is what I see. Like, I'm like, huh? Like, what? So they're yelling at each other, and then he takes it a little far. And he says, yo, you don't fucking understand, bro. You're not an N-word. You're not an N-word. You'll never understand. He's like saying the N-word, like hard R, like not like, you know, he's saying like, you're never gonna understand. You are not an N-word. You are not an N-word. I'm an N-word. Like he's like going off, on off, and everyone's just like what the fuck? So then the girl, she's just like, excuse me? Just so you know, I'm African, okay? And he's like, yo, you're not a fucking N-word. You'll never know what it's like. You're Indian African. She's like, I am African. And they're like going back and forth and yelling at each other. And then she's just like, I don't understand why you're still here. And he's like, yo, shut the fuck up. And then she's just like, why are you still here? He told you he's not teaching until you leave. We all want you to leave, so just go. So then they're going back and forth. And then he's like, yo, kisses his teeth again, puts his stuff in his backpack, and walks out and slams the door. The class is silent. So she just faces the front like, like, nothing to see here. She didn't say that, but like, that's how it kind of was. That was the vibe, right? So then I'm just confused. I'm just like, huh? So I turn to my left. I'm like, yo, what just happened? And the girl next to me tells me the story of what happened. And I'm just like, when did I walk in? Like, she's like, you walked in 10 seconds after it happened. And I'm like, oh my God. Of course I did. What the fuck? So basically what happened is the prof and the student, so he walked in late. So the prof is just like, did you not read my email? I said, do not show up if you're more than 5 minutes late. So he's just like, okay, well, I had practice, so I had to be late. And they were going back and forth, and the guy's like, I don't care if you have practice. I said it in my email. Find a way to make it work, or don't show up until break. And he's just like, I'm paying for this class. Why can't I just show up when I show up? He's like, it's disruptive to the class. I'm sure you can find a way to make it work. Blah, 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 blah. And they went back and forth, and the prof basically said, like, listen, like, you need to go. Like, I'm not going to let you in and not everybody else, so you need to go and come back on break. And then they started fighting, and then I guess the guy felt that the teacher was being racist. I don't know what happened, so I can't speak on that. I wasn't there. They're going back and forth, and then he was telling him to leave, and he said he's not leaving, so he sat down. And then this teacher went completely quiet because I guess he was waiting for him to leave. And then I walked in, and then he walked out. The prof walked out, and then they started going at it. So then, after the black guy leaves, the prof comes in maybe like 10 minutes later, and he's like, is our friend gone? And then he's like, oh, I mean, if he was gonna leave, then he may as well have just done that 10 minutes ago. He would have saved us all a lot of aggravation. Anyways, moving on, and then he starts teaching. And I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? It was so weird. Like, it was so weird. My school is weird. There's this Toronto page called Six Buzz. If you're from Toronto, you know what Six Buzz is. Like, no doubt about it, you know what Six Buzz is. And my school is constantly being posted on Six Buzz, like different things, literally just today and just 2 days ago, like every other day being posted on Six Buzz because something's always happening there. There's some whack shit happening at my school all the time. Like last year there was like a 4-month strike. Like I haven't gone to school since February, so it wasn't even 4 months because it went into like, I think July. Oh my God, it was like more than 4 months. I don't know, February. It was March, April, May, June, July. 5 months. 5 month strike. It's like really whack over here. I don't like my school, but it's okay because whatever. You go to class, you go home. But it was funny. It was like, wait, what? Like, imagine being me walking in, not knowing what just happened and seeing 2 people yelling at each other. Like, what? Anyways, yeah. So that was like my little random story of the day and like thoughts of the day. I like this channel. This channel's cool as fuck, man. It's a cool ass channel. I'm proud of it. I'm happy with it. Look at me chilling on a couch. This couch is so uncomfortable though. Like, I don't know what made Shingy buy this couch. It's like cardboard. Do you see the way it's shaped? I guess it was probably very affordable. But it's shaped in such a way that it's like literally like a cardboard couch. Like, it's so uncomfortable. Every time I'm watching something here and just trying to relax, I can't. Like, I can't. And these pillows are literally the worst. Like, it's like cotton balls, like, with a pillowcase on it. Anyways, that was my story of the day. I will see you guys in the next video. Yeah. Okay. Bye, guys.